And my timer ran out. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. A little bit late there. All righty, what is going on? All right, so what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be play testing some Festung Budapest. So I'm writing up some rules, and we're going to be doing Solitaire Budapest for a next little while, and more or less just trying to work out some kinks. These rules that you're looking at are basically derivative of what Tom Moran did with Stalingrad and Jürgen Holmquist did with Stalingrad, and he did with Bloody Reef Tarawa. And I'm writing them up for Budapest, so it's basically the same layout. It's just tweaked for Bill Cirillo's Festung Budapest. And I'm not sure how much it's going to work and how it's going to have to be changed because there's probably a reason why nobody's done it up to now. It's going to be very difficult. There's a lot of moving pieces. We got 3 different nationalities. We got the Hungarians, the Russians. You got the BVR, part of the Russians, and you also got the Germans. And they all play different parts. So you can see how complicated this is going to be. If you've done any solitaire ASL, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right now, we've got 4 different colors of suspects. The blue are going to be SS. These are the Floringayer Cavalier, and they're not going to be activated if I can help it. We've got the Aerocross. Those are the Fnatic Hungarians. We've got some Vanier in the black, and these guys here are standard Hungarians. They're going to be probably activated as well. So we got 4 different kinds of units. 3 of them are Hungarian, all have different quality and caliber, and then we got the Russians coming on. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. So hopefully I don't have to do too much tweaking of the rules to compensate for that. It's going to be interesting making them work for that. Anyway, let's see what is going on. Now, this is going to be the first campaign game, campaign game 1, and this is going to be the first day. So if you've never seen Festung Budapest, let's bring that up quickly and we'll look at that. Where is that? Got too many windows open is a problem. There we go. Right, so this is what we're looking at basically here. We're doing Pearl of the Danube, and victory conditions are quite simple. Russians have to control this cogwheel railway station here, as well as clearing any good order Hungarians away from this embanked railway. And the only other thing that's going to really inconvenience the Russians is the Germans are going to have ammunition shortage level 1. Now, again, if you never played Festung Budapest, it's going to be a bit of an issue. Basically, what that means is, if you look at the, where is it? It's one of the tables here for ammunition shortage 1, which is not that bad. It's going to get really bad eventually, though. Level 1 here. So the first malfunction, you're going to go under low ammunition. It just gets worse from there. But basically, as long as, that's for guns, sorry. You're going to get ELR'd if I roll any 12s on any kind of day of rolls. So it's going to be very, it's quickly going to get very painful. When we get into mid-January, around 25th, I think it is, or worse, into February, you start hitting level 3, level 4 of the ammo shortage, and then it quickly becomes a shit sandwich. You get into like 10 or higher, and you're going to get ELR replaced. So it's going to be very difficult for the Germans and for the Hungarians near the end. And I think it's at 25 January and on. I can't even double time with the Axis because food rationing is such a thing. Yeah, food shortage right here. 6 February onward, no double time for the Axis. It's kind of funny. Yeah. All right. So right now we just got to worry about level 1. And we got to get the Russians on the board. So they're going to come on. Basically, I have this hex to G39. Anywhere along there I can come on and basically sandwich into this corner. And the first thing we're going to do is start off with the good old wind change. Great. Interrogation is in effect, but I'm not going to use it. It's not recommended with solitaire play for a variety of reasons, primarily because the system just isn't designed for that kind of play, so I'm not going to use it. So we'll just ignore that 3. And let's go to prep fire. I got artillery. I have an OBA coming here with, I got a pre-registered hex in this intersection. My intent is to drop a smoke, smoke FFE concentration into that hex. So I do have a pre-registered hex, and I have plentiful ammunition, which is rarity for the Russians. So I actually have 7 red, 7 black, and 7 black and 2 red. So that should be good. And let's see if I get it. Oop, that's not what I want to do. Maybe I do 0. There we go. All right. There we go. I got my black chit, so I have access. Now I'm going to have to do a second chit drop because I don't have any known unit there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to be getting my AR. And let's see if we are accurate. We need a 4 or less. All right, smoke is in play. We take that off, and we'll start putting our smoke down. Skerdoosh. Where am I missing one? Oh, that's it, eh? Is that right? Yep, right. All right, so that is my OBA. That's the only thing that I can see. Now everything else is going to be coming on from onboard. Get rid of that for now. I got to be honest, I have only played scenarios in Festung Budapest. I've never played the campaign game, so this is going to be a bit of an interesting playthrough. I've done about half the scenarios. And by the way, while we're talking here, this embanked railway is going to be treated like a hillock. Now, some of you guys know I did a video on desert terrain, one of which was hillock LOS. So that's going to come in handy for this. I think. Hopefully, I can remember what I just did about a week ago. Also, gray, yellow, and blue suspects are all in reserve. That's why there's different colors. So basically, they're not going to get activated unless I move within 3 hexes, and or if they're attacked by anything. So as long as I don't trigger them, they're not going to do shit, which is always a good thing. Oh, I didn't do activation numbers yet. Derp. That's a big Freddy. All right, let's do that live. See how bad it gets. There, put that over there. All right. Where's my tables? Down here at the bottom. All right. So we need enemy RE numbers. I'm not going to use REs for the allies. I just don't find spending the money on that to be, or the points on that to be worth it for a chance of something happening. Rarely are my die rolls that good. I mean, I rolled a 3 for the wind change, so maybe I would have got something, but unlikely that I would have got an actual result. Yeah, 4-5, I would have missed it anyway. So it's just not worth spending the 5 or 6 GCPP to get that. All right, so the enemy gets an RE of a 5, which gets me a 3-4-5. All right, so I need to bring that in. Put that over there for now. All right, so that is We said 3, 4, 5. So they get 3, any 3, 4, 5 and a wind change are going to get a random event, which again is probably going to suck. AC now, that is going to be a 4, a 3, or a 2. There's no modifier, so it's going to be a 3 or a 2. And it rolled a 4, which is a 2. Okay, so that's going to be an easy day for the Russian. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. It's going to be an easy day for the Russians, I think. Yeah, with the 2 activation, it's going to be quite easy, I think. I don't think I'm going to be activating a lot of Hungarians. All right, so in terms of what we're looking at for activation, by the way, again, if you've never played SASL, this might be like speaking Greek to you, but we are looking at VPO, which is basically stone building locations. Hold attitude in stone is -1. Activated unit is a further -1. So a 6 is always going to be a dummy, and if you're in stone, -1, or if an activated unit is another -1, which basically means I'm looking at a 3, maybe a 4, maybe activation. 5 or 6 will be no activation. All right, so those numbers are set. Let's go to move, and we'll start moving our guys on once I do my command die roll for the 9-2. All right, a waste of a snake eyes, but he's in command. That'll work. And anybody within 2 can now be in command as well. So this 7-0 can pass it on down to these guys. So everybody here can move. And these guys will have to be affected with by the other leadership. So let me put all moves on all these guys here. The tank will have to take his own. And my reinforcements will be coming on in turn 2. All right, and I think I'm going to start with this guy here. So, all right, he's probably going to lose it. Let's get rid of this for now. I'm going to come here. He's going to assault move into there. This guy right away is going to roll for activation and roll a 5. All right, so that's a dummy right off the bat. This guy up here on the first floor. Yep. Okay, yeah, this might be too easy. I may have to reset and redo this one. Now, this is a playtest, right? So let's see what we get. We rolled a 5. Again, per my tables. Let me bring those up separately. This is what we're looking at here. So I just rolled what did I just roll? I rolled a 5. Now, because they are in hold attitude, they're always going to be getting a +2, which basically means I just activated him, and now he's going to disappear right away. Because a 7 is always 0. So even with the +2, I've just deleted a guy for no purpose. Unreal. Come on, man. Really? I'm going to have to reset this. That's another dummy. Well, let's continue. We'll see how bad it gets. Let's do this guy up here. All right, that's an activation. +2 is a 7. Another dummy. This guy here is a dummy. Yeah, this is going to be a reset. 1 is activation. Up 2 is a 9. 9 gets us a squad. Now, this is going to be a... there is a rule because of, again, the complexity of Festung Budapest is going to be very difficult to factor in. So what I've written in the rules is MMC generation. First of all, we have a chance, this one right here, FB176197, basically says that when you are a Axis player, you must spend a certain percentage of your points on Hungarians. You can't just buy SS, right? That goes without saying. So because of that, we have to factor that into the suspect pool somehow. Now, per the campaign game, the lead units are always going to be Hungarians in this particular campaign game. So automatically, I'm going to roll for that. I don't have to do this. I'm just explaining for you guys. But what we're looking at is, where did I put that? Right here, this table. When we get to certain parts of the campaign, we're going to have to roll in this table to see what squad table we're going to actually be rolling on later on. So right now I'm not going to do this. I know right away that I'm going to be rolling on the Hungarian Royal Hungarian Army. So we're going to roll right away on X2 squad unit here. So we'll give one of these. We rolled an 11. We rolled Arrow Cross 526. -1 because it's campaign game 1. That's not a bad one, actually, Frank. Use the TMs and neg modifier to the activation. But also the problem is scaling with the points, right? Because if you look at all the TM, there's so much, right? Like looking at the counters I have, there's 118 counters. Now this is only campaign game 1, one map sheet, right? If you want to play campaign game 2, that's a whole nother map sheet up here. So you can almost double that count. And if you're going to talk with a TM a -3, in addition to those other minuses, it quickly could get unwieldy. You're going to be facing a shitload of units. Now that'll be mitigated with the fact that the ammo, the ammo shortage level might drop the quality down, but that's still going to be a lot of units you're going to have to slog your way through for the purposes. But that's not a bad one. Maybe I should add a level. What about adding a level to the a -1 per level above ground? That might not be a bad one either, because there are most of these buildings have a first, if not a second level. There's the bell tower. This has a second level. The postal office has a third level. Yeah, that might not be bad. What if we had that? Wonder how that would work. Yeah, I wonder. I think that might be a good compromise. Just adding a -1 per level above base level of the hex. +1 per level above below ground. You mean -1? Make it easier to activate? A +1 would push it into the less likely to activate. So you would get a -1 for hold, -1 for level 1, maybe a -1 for another unit in the same building hex. That's a -3. So even with a 2 AC, that would be a 5 or less would be activate. That's a lot of activation still. And that's only if you're on the level 1. Yeah, -1. Okay. Let me redo this here. Let's reset this quickly. Try that. All right, so get that out of the way. Let's do that again. All right, so we're going to add a -1 for level above base level. So we're going to trigger you. All right, so 4 -1 for stone. So that's still going to be a fail. You're a dummy. Now we'll do you in the upper level. You'll get a -2. All right, so that's activated. This this up 2 is a 9 is a squad. Squad's going to be -1 on our table. What do I do with my table? Did I close it? -1 from the 4 is a 3. Gets me a Vanier 447, which is perfect. Hungarian 447, Vanier. Vanier. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Okay. So right away we have a Vanier 447 up there. That's perfect. He's going to do a force fire, so he's going to get a 4 down 1. 6 on the 4 is a pinning. And he passes. Then we have a 2 residual in that location. All right, so then the guy on the ground floor is going to get a -1 for stone, 2 for a guy in the same building. So 4 or less will activate. That is a Freddy. Now up here, this guy will need a -2, so a 4 or less. Yep. This up 2 is a 7, so no. This guy needs a 4 or less. And this up 2 is a 5. And a 5 will get me a squad leader, fortification, and support weapon. So we have a squad leader, fortification, and a support weapon. All right, so I'm gonna have to make screen grabs of my my tables here. All right, so we have a squad is a 7, down 1 is a 6, which will put us on the 447 normal. We have a 7 for a leader, which is an 8-1, no Vanier. So we have a 447 regular. We have a 3, which means it's going to be a fortified building. And we have a 6 for a weapon, which is a medium. All right, so we have a regular 447 elite. All right, and then we have a medium. And then we have a, oh wait, no, I don't think I do the ELR replacement yet. Do I? I'll have to check on that. And then I said I had a an 8-1. This is going to hurt. So it's going to be a 16 down 2. Yeah, okay, you're dead. And that'll be an 8. And right on the medium. All right, so that I think is a way to go. We're going to add one for the height of the building. Now, if I look at the original solitaire tables, what do they add that I should add back? Hmm, what the heck out there? Stone building -1, adjacent VPO -1, above hex base level -1, unit in the same hex -1, city and village +1s. So we're not using stone. The only one we're not using is this one here. It's already a VPO. VPO is stone, the same thing in our game. All right, so that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. All right, so let's move our next unit up. We'll start with. Do you want to throw DC on that guy? Problem is, I'm gonna move one guy in. I'm gonna be sucking up some frickin' residual fire. All right, let's move the guy in with the DC and the leader. We'll stealthily creep into the building. And this guy will subsequent. Let's fire the machine gun since we have rate. So that's going to be on the 4 up 2. 4 up 2. All right, that's going to be a 7 on the 4. Wait a minute. Did I say a pinning? 6 on the 4 is an NMC, not a pinning. Either way, he passed, so that was fine. 7 on the 4 is a pinning task check. All right, so this guy takes a PTC 8-1. And the 628 is fine because of the leadership. And we have rate again, so I can fire now 8, and I could fire the squad, which would be no point, I guess. So we're just going to fire the machine gun. It's going to be on the 8. Although I could be on the 12 with the squad. Yeah, let's do a 12 up 2. Up 2. So 9 on the 12 is an NMC. 8-1. And the 628 are fine. And that is finally rate. And we are done. And we have, unfortunately, 6 firepower now in that location. All right. Jesus. If I move in, that would be 2 firepower with a +3. Um. Hmm. 2 firepower plus 3, eh? Well, let's try it. 2 up 3. All right, nothing. And then 2 up 3. Nothing. And then we'll go here. Now, if I use armored assault, that would be... Oh, wait, I could do the tank. Tank has to do a command die roll. He panics. God damn it. See, this is the other part about Solitaire that you got to factor into the writing up the rules is what happens when your units don't want to cooperate. Now, what do I do? Well, I guess I lose that. I can move into the street because I cannot be fired at. Routed in smoke, can't see shit. That's fine. You guys will just come into the building here. Yeah, you guys will come into the building. All right, this tank here, command die roll. We can move. Happy us. Let's get rid of that. So we're going to use assault move. Armored assault, excuse me. Now, activation check. We need a 0 modifier, 4 hexes, 1, 2, 3, 4. The minute I come onto this road, this guy here is going to roll for activation. So that's 1. I'm going to need a move encounter. All right, so that's 1. And you're going to be activated. You are nothing, so that is a dummy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 2. Yeah, you'll be seeing activation check. 5 is a dummy. That's a lot of dummies so far. But it is a 2, so it's not horrible. And then we'll go for 3. Now, yeah, this is a hillock, so that means you're adjacent to it. You're not entrenched, which means you can see over it. So this would be a +1 hindrance. So this would be a 3 hex range. Saved by the orchard. Are you serious? Wow. All right, now if I want to enter this building, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My tank could move 2 more. All right, so we're going to go in the building. We're going to go in the building. And the tank's going to come into bypass. All right, this is going to do some activation here. So up on the first floor, this guy will be at a -2. So we need a 4 less activated. Okay, this up 2 is a 13. We have success. All right, 13 is going to get us a SPG. Too bad it's on a first floor. Well, rip. That's a dummy. All right, ground floor. We had a -1. That is activation. This up to 2 is an 8. It's going to be a could be a half squad because Hungarians can deploy. And it's going to be an 8 down 1 is a 7, which will get us a 3-4-7 half squad. Now 3-4-7 is a first line, so it's going to be a 1-3-7. Oh, that's going to suck. Well, I guess a 2-up-2 is going to be about as good as it gets. Yeah, that's what I thought. 2-up-2. Well, and the tank's going to stay in motion. All right, what else can we do? Now, you're just going to assault move into the road. Now, you would probably... Yeah, you would lose your... you lose your concealment because of that half squad. You guys... 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as I stay 5 away, I will not be activating this guy here, nor this guy here. So I can come all the way to here without being shot. So let's go 1, 2. No, I got to be within 3 to activate. All right, so 1, 2, and then 3. No. That might be a tight shot. I always move in stacks. I really got to stop doing that. Okay, let's move this guy first. We're going to go... First of all, let's stop being on the board. Let's go 1, 2, 3. This guy's going to attempt to see if he can see, and then he's going to shoot if he can. Yeah, all right. So luckily I made that. Didn't move in stacks. All right, so you can see, which means you're going to activate with a -2. Activated. This +2 is a squad. And an 8 should be a squad or a half? A half squad. Right, so it's going to be a half squad. And that'll get us a 7. Should be a 3-4-7 half squad again. Yeah, 3-4-7 half squad. Another 1-3-7 upstairs with a 1 down 2 shot. 5 on the 2, 5 on the 1 should be a pinning task check. Which, really? Okay. First fired, and no residual. And this guy here will activate as well. And that will be an activation. This up 2 is going to be the same. -1 on this will be a 3-4-7 half squad. A lot of 1-3-7s are floating around, which is really not good. Again, a 1 down 2. Does a pin unit count as moving still? I can't remember. I believe a broken unit does not, but I think a pin unit might still count. Yeah, it's not subject to it unless it breaks. Ah, that's interesting. So it's going to be a one flat shot. All right, so no effect there. All right, now we're going to move these guys here, 1, 2, 3, so they can do that. And then we'll move you guys. So the tank needs to make a command die roll, which it does. And then we can move again as a stack. How do I move? How do I move? How do I move? How do I move? That would be 1. 1, 2, 3. If I move into this location, I'm going to activate this guy here. That would be 2. 3. All right, you're going to roll for activation. I can't not do that. So, you are in wood building, so you're just going to need a 2 or less. You don't get it, so you're a dummy. You would be at a +2 because of the orchards. You can't see. You would lose concealment, though. If I move 1 more, I'm going to get fired on, so I can't do that. What if I go to here? That would be 3 I'm at right now. I can move 1 more for 4. You would risk activation. You would be at a -1. That would be a 3. You would be activated. That would be a 3 as well. No, you'd be at a 2. So this guy here needs a 3 to activate. All right, so you are this up 2 is at 10. Haven't had one of those yet. 10 gets a squad fortification and a support weapon. Squad fortification and a support weapon. All right, so we have a fortified building. We have a 6, which I think is a Vane. .447 regular, and we have a support weapon, which is a medium, in a fortified building location. Now, per the campaign game rules, I don't know if I can set up that close with a fortified building. A31. A31. B30. D31. D36. J39. Yes, I can. Okay, all right, good. So this is going to be a fortified location. And we have a Hungarian 447 Elite with a medium. Bringing the pain. All right, so we're going to have an 8 up. I guess it'd be an 8 flat. 8 flat. Oh, damn. Damn. That's going to hurt. All right, Snake Eyes on the 6 is a 1 KI. Hey. Wow. All right, so who gets it? Top, bottom. So this guy is dead. Wow. All right, and the LMG is fine. That's on the bottom. And you're broken. Rate of fire, so we'll keep that. Now it only costs 1 to go in, so I can't fire again. Damn, that was expensive. And you're no longer good order, and I can't fire on the tank, so I'm not going to activate the guy in the trench. What else can move? This is my fire base, so you guys are just going to jump into the building. Command die roll. My 8-1 pet failed. My 8-1 failed as command die roll. These guys never should have moved. He passed though, so that's good. All right, you're going to hang out back here and think about what you just did. You guys are going to move into that building. Let's go. You here are going to assault move onto the hillock. You're going to lose your conceal. This guy here is going to activate. This is a building. And you're going to activate, of course. So that's up 2 is a half squad. That down 1's going to be a 347 half squad. Luckily for the 447, it's only a 137. So that's going to be a 2. Now there's no height advantage because it's only a half level obstacle with hillock. So all it's going to be is a 2 down 1. I don't think FFMO is eliminated for hillock for the half level. I do not believe so. Yeah, it does not by itself negate FFMO. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be a 2 down 1. And that is not going to be any effect. So you first fired. It's only cost of terrain. So it only costs 1 move. So nothing to be gained by that. And you are done. You're going to come here. Now you're going to lose that because you guys do have LOS, so you can't fire. You can't see because you're behind the house. Too much smoke. You're blinded. You can't see because of the plateau effect. You, however, +1, too far away, so you're not going to be activated. Why is there always somebody that comes into Twitch there and does something stupid? Just give me a second here. There's always somebody that comes into Twitch. Further activation number, you could do a TEM activation, therefore wood -1, stone -2, woods -1. Yeah, yeah. By type of terrain, eh? And that's another thing too, Frank. So all these brown splotches are out of season orchards, and then you have the ones with the dark green are the in season orchards because they have both. And you also got brush, but you see all this dead space here in the middle. It's like, what do I do with this? Because I have to put units in here, otherwise it's just buildings, right? And then it becomes too many counters. You know what I mean? Like with reserve, it's only buildings, ground level. With the front line of 6 hex rows, you can quickly get a lot of counters, which might be too many to face. It's something I realized with Stalingrad, Valor of the Guards. It's sometimes just too much, and it's very hard to regulate that with too many rules. You know what I mean? And if you add in too many modifiers, it's very situational. You really have to depend on the player to kind of, adjust on the fly, like what's going to make it good and what's going to make it fair to play. They may have to undo certain things and just to make it, make it fun. Like when I reset it there because it was just too easy. I think they're going to have to do that at some level because otherwise it's just either it's a cakewalk or it's just sheer torture. Inclusion of the elevation mod above ground level could be reserved for stone. Yeah. You know one thing about this map here? Just double the double stacking and cut the hexes occupied in half. Again, right? Like how do you because there's 4 maps. It's how do you condense the rules, right? Like right now this is what 12 I'm at 12 pages, 8400 words. Like how do you condense all this in addition to the 50 pages that Festung Budapest is of rules? Like how does a player remember all that in addition to the 800 pages in the rule book plus all the other historical modules? You know what I mean? It's just it quickly becomes make wood occupancy half a stone. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really realize this. Like I said, I've never played the campaign in Festung Budapest, just scenarios. But when I started to realize you've got ammunition shortage, which throws a mess into things. You've got 3 different nationalities, and you've also got the Budapest Volunteer Regiment, so that's like 3.5 nationalities. You've got the very terrain, which it's a mixture of open space, which is a lot of open space, and then you throw in rubble generation, which is complete randomness. Railcar generation, which complete randomness. Hillocks, like who understands hillocks? And then you got to account for all of this. It's very. I could see why nobody's tackled Solitaire Festung Budapest. I don't know how Jorgen did that with Blade of Reef Tarawa. It was just kudos to that guy for trying it. I haven't played that yet, but it's on my my bucket list to try that one time. Double stack and cut the hexes occupied in half. I mean, and here's the other thing too, right? I mean, like, so this is the board, one map, right? Campaign game 1. These guys in blue, if you play it right, are never going to be activated. The guys in yellow, maybe be activated. Hey, Todd. These guys in the back probably never going to be activated until I get to them because they're all in reserve, right? So you got to be within 3 hexes, or you got to trigger them by shooting at them, which nobody's going to do unless you're just not thinking about it, or you accidentally drop an FFE on them or something. These are SS, and even in the campaign game, if you're playing a player, these guys will never activate unless you deliberately activate them. Or a certain date passes by and then they'll become free. And now it's only a company, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's a company that's just sitting around whistling Dixie and not doing shit. Yeah. Yeah, hillocks. Lovely. Lovely hillocks. Anywho, all right, let's move these guys on. Now, You are on a hillock, which means you got a good line of sight right down this son of a bitch. Which means you're going to open fire the minute this guy steps into that. Ugh. Well, I guess there's no guts, no glory, eh? Yeah. You guys been playing so much of that On to Richmond there, Wardrobe. I'm really enjoying your guys' playthroughs of that, by the way. I like the tandem, you two of you guys teaming up. All right, we're going to assault move into F39. This guy's going to roll for activation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be a -1. 6 hexes away with a -1. Jesus. I'm just what I'm looking for, Todd, is to see if it's going to work. I'm using a rule set that's based off of Stalingrad, which, if you've seen the map, is a lot denser than this. There's rubble, there's debris, there's roofless buildings. It's just a shit sandwich, really, of terrain. This is so much cleaner and nicer. So the black counters here, is there enough of them? Is there not enough of them? Are these guys in the gray, yellow, and blue too many of them? Not enough of them? Are they too close? Not close enough? Is it too easy, too hard? Am I accounting for enough of the Festung Budapest rules? Maybe I should exclude some of the rules just to make it, flavorful and fun. At the same time, keeping the theme of the historical situation. That's basically what I'm looking for. Like, I've already figured out a couple things by being on for the last hour. And picking your guys' brains. Yeah, I mean, you guys are throwing information out at me too, so that's what I'm hoping to do with these playtests, right? With your guys' input, guys on Discord and Facebook and Game Squad, you guys piping up and giving me more feedback. Hopefully, we can develop something and that'll stand the test, as it were. All right, my friend, you're up. You need to roll a 2 or less. Well, that is not enough. Saved my bacon. You are going to lose this concealment. All right, now I got a little bit of freedom of movement. I can move you. Now, you would be at a +4 out of the smoke. -1 for non-assault would be a +3. So I can even be adjacent, and that's fine. I do have rate of fire on this guy, however, so I got to watch out for that. All right, so let's go here for 1. This will be 2. Now, I don't think that's going to be a shot because of the curvature of the embankment of the railway. I don't think that would be a shot. I don't think this guy's going to have line of sight to him. This guy would be blind because of the orchard line of sight. You guys have already fired, so I think I'm good. That is 2. It's going to be 4 to go into the smoke. Yeah, let's go into the smoke for 4. That's fine. You'll stop there. Now, you're not going to activate because we're not adjacent, and that is fine. Now, you are going to do the same thing. You're going to come in there, and we'll lose this. And you have panicked because you don't know what you're doing. All right, I think that is it for the move. We have defending fire in the shape of rate on this guy. So I think you're going to unload on this poor bastard here on the road. And you're going to fire 4 flat. Yeah. All right, well, there goes that. And you're done. And then we can do advancing fire. Get rid of some counters. Hey, Hexy. Yeah, 4 up 3. This is just not going to do anything. Can't fire through smoke. I got this T-3485. Oh, by the way, I got 2 flamethrower tanks I'm waiting to use. That's going to cook them up real nice. I guess I may as well do some machine guns on you. So it's going to be on the 2 up 4. That's just not going to fly. Let's do the main gun. Get some acquisition on this guy here. All right, that's enough to acquire. And what are you going to do? Nothing, I guess. Should have been on you. All right, Saltfire, we have 7, and 7 is 14. So it's going to be on the 12 up 3. Cowers, so it's going to be a 9 on the 8 is a pinning test check. And he's fine. You're not going to bother. You guys are going to... I guess I may as well. 4, 8, 12 firepower with a -2. So we're going to fire 12 up 1 into that location. 7 on the 12 should be a 1. Yeah, just a 1. Just a 1 check on their A1 friend. Broken and broken. Oof. Well, they did their job. They totally massacred this guy on the road. That guy should be there. Should be at the bottom, actually. You guys are not going to drop concealment. I'm just going to fire this guy here. It's going to be on the 6 up 2. 7 on the 6 is an NMC, so the leader is dead, and the squad is, wow, half squad. Good shooting, Tex. And that'll be it for the advancing fire phase. Route phase. Now, I don't think I have to move. Everything's dead. I don't think I have to run. What is broken anyways? You guys are here. You have to move. I'm not in open ground because I'm under the tank, so I don't have to. I could move all the way back to here. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the house. Let's do that. Come back here into the orchard. 2 for the wall. 3, 4, 5. No leader there, but we'll have to do until I get a leader in. And the Hungarian, I have no leader. So I guess we're just going to come back 1. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And then we'll do advanced phase. So you guys will come forward. Everybody slide forward. Let's jump into CC. Take out that pesky half squad. As a matter of fact, we're going to split up. You, and you are going to go here. As a matter of fact, we're going to switch. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. You guys can all play in the smoke. Yeah, we're going to jump onto you, and I'm going to activate that adjacent unit here and here. So let's do this guy first. Now that's activation automatic. This up 2 is a 6. 6 is going to get me a... Should be a squad, I think. Squad and a fortification. Son of a beach. This down 1 is a 3-4... No, that's a 4-4-7. And are we fortified? We are not fortified. Oh, wait. We're elite. We are elite, in fact. So that is a -1. I do not have that in there. I have to add that in, don't I? I have to add that modifier in. This is going to be a -1 modifier if you're elite. I have to add that in. All right, so let me add that quickly. Oh, no, I guess it would just be DRM, wouldn't it? DRM. -1. Any unit is elite. +1 if all units are conscript. Yeah, so it's going to be a +1 if you're all conscript and a -1 if you're elite. At any rate, so that's going to be fortified buildings. So I'm actually not going to be... actually, no, wait, that's not that one. It's this guy right here. So you're activated. You're going to be 447 in a fortified building. That's going to complicate shit. And we'll set you up concealed. Now this guy here, activation is a 4 down. 1 will not be activated. You'll be a dummy. And you are still not adjacent, so you'll have to wait. Other advances that I have, I think that is it. So let's do some combat that is close. And we'll start here. Ambush. All right. Now, Hungarians, I don't think are stealthy in Festung, or are they? I think elite might be. No, it does not look like it. So I don't think anybody's stealthy in this module. All right, so we just have normal ambush possibilities. So we have Russian and we have Hungarian nothing. So we're going to be at 13 to 1. So anything but 12. And he'll be at 1 to 6. Won't be that. So he's dead. And then here we'll have the same. Normal ambush. Russian is at a 4 and he's at a 4. So 4 to 1. And then 1 to 4. 7 should be enough at 4 to 1, I dare say. 9. Yep. All right. So pesky half squads are dealt with. Russians are victorious in hand to hand. Pins come off, and we can do concealment for nobody. No concealment. All right. So that'll be first turn. Not too bad. And we'll start with the Hungarians. They get an RE. Right off the bat, they get an RE. Random event. All right, let's see what they get. 34. That can't be good. $34. Local counterattack. Closest suspect to a friendly known unit is checked for activation. All within 3 are checked for activation and change to advanced attitude. Son of a beach. So that would be you. Checked for activation, and anyone within 3. That would be you. 1 unit, 2 units, local. It's funny. Well, all right. All suspects within 3 are checked for activation as well. So this guy here, checked for activation. He is activated as a... Oh, Jesus. So he's a -1 because he is a advanced attitude, which means he's going to be a squad. Ten becomes a 9, which is a squad, and the other guy will be activated as a down 1 is 6, a squad, and possible smoke. All right, so we have 2 squads. 1, 2, 5, and a 5. What's a 5 and a 5? Hungarian. 2 447 elites. Interesting. Interesting. And they do have smoke exponents. All right, so you and you are going on the offensive. You guys are going on the offensive for some inexplicable reason. We don't know why. All right. Let's do some rallies. And we'll start with wind change first. All right, which we already did. So that's done. Now we can do what's broken. We have one self-rally here. This guy needs a miracle. Known to happen. And this guy cannot rally yet. No leader, because my guy failed miserably. And that guy stays DM because of the adjacent Russians. Now we can do prep fire. Oh, that they have to leave that behind. Let's try and pick up the Hungarian medium. All right, we do. And we'll give it to the 628 that's not concealed. What are you going to do, my friend? You're not going to fire. You're just going to die, so you're going to move. So let's take a command activation roll. You don't panic. That's an entrenchment command, but you're just going to move anyways. Something you guys that play solitaire ASL should do is don't be afraid to overrule die rolls when you're not in your interest of the unit. That guy's going to move, barring panic. He's not a conscript. That would have been a panic roll. All right, so he's going to move, as is that guy. The advanced dudes are definitely going to move, barring panic. All right, that's a move command for this guy. Move command for, where's the other guy? This guy. You are going to have a fire command because you're in a fortified location. You don't panic. All right, so you're going to drop that. You're going to unload 8 up 3 into that guy. Hopefully you do damage. You don't. But at least you're in a fortified location. And unfortunately, that's all you can do. All right, so we're going to go to move. I'm not going to roll a command. I'm just going to do what I think is best. For you is going to be retreat. So go down the ground floor for 1. You're going to fire on him. I need a command die roll from the 9-2. Right, so you're in command. Now you guys are going to shoot at that guy descending. It's going to be on the 8 table with a +2. Wow. All right. It's a Russian sniper. No worries. So 5 on the 8 is going to be a 2. It is not a good day to be on the Axis side in Budapest. All right. So you are Ealard. You're supposed to be able to ELR. You're no longer Vanier. Vanier ELR to 347s, and then they're no longer special. I do believe that is the case. Oh, they are stealthy. Okay. Yeah, regular by first line 347. Why does Vassal not allow that change? Did they change that in the main rulebook? No, they don't even mention Vanier. They're only in Festung Budapest. Why doesn't Vassal have Vanier able to frickin' ELR? That seems like a strange thing to do. Well, at any rate, you're a 347 now. And you are broken. Yeah. Oh, you're a half squad too, of course. And we have 4 residual. So there goes that plan. You guys are kind of screwed. You're going to dash through there into C33. So let's unload with 8 firepower. Half would be on the 4 table with the -3. 4 on the 4 should be a 1 check. Wow. This is not going to be a good day, I tell you. Realistically there, guys, what are we thinking here? This is going to be a shit day. Is there any recovery on turn 1 for the Hungarians? Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So exactly 50% of the suspect count I started with are dummy. I've got rid of 20 suspect counters, 10 of which are active, and the other 10 are dummy. And I still have 2 flamethrower tanks and all this to come on. Well, these are all dummy stacks, by the way. Okay, I know I'm bouncing around here, guys. We got 6 viewers here. Can somebody please explain to me, what am I supposed to do with 20 concealment counters on the offensive? I am at a complete loss. The reason I mention that is because per the scenario that we're playing here, the Pearl of the Danube, I have 20 fortification purchase points, of which all I can buy are additional concealment counters. I can only buy 20 concealment counters with my fortification purchase points. And I am at a complete loss on how to use them. You can't send them into enemy units because the minute you have to show that they're not real, they're gone. The guy doesn't have to reveal anything to you before you show one of yours, so you can't exploit anything with them. You're jammed into a small corner of the map to start with. Like I just don't get it. I don't know how to use assault advance and concealment terrain in case you can stack all 20. I don't know. Concealment gain on the enemy. Yes. Yes. I could see that. I could see that. True. So you're playing, it's almost like you're playing defensively, offensively. It just, because, again, you're on a small corner of the map. Right now, they're of no use because I have nowhere to advance stealthily on the map except for in this little cluster of buildings here where I need my real units to be because I need to fight to get a toehold onto the map. Once I exploit this corner over here, this one here that I'm talking about, once I exploit this corner and move past it, I'll have freedom of movement to bring them on. But then I'm going to be past all that. I won't need them. You know what I mean? It's very difficult for me to figure out how do I bring them onto the board of any use. But that's a good point, though. That's some good points. You could draw fire. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, this is me playing solitaire, so obviously it's not going to be of any use playing solitaire for sure. It's just weird that on the first day, they give you 20 fortification purchase points, but again, you're hemmed in to what 20 hexes, and you can only buy concealment points with them. I don't know, but no, those are good points you made. Good points. Yeah, the Hungarians are hurting, and it's only turn 1. Now, again, the objective, by the way, if I haven't made it clear, is for the scenario to be won by the Russians, they have to control this building here, and they have to clear this embankment of good order Hungarians. It's only turn 1, and we start rolling for game end on turn 5. So barring a huge counterattack by these reserve units, these guys will not be activated if I can help it. I don't know how they're going to recover from this, so I don't know how to set this up. I'm going to have to figure out how to densify the suspect counters. Maybe I make more. Instead of 6 rows of black suspect counters, I make 8. Or I could make 6 rows of black, and I could make this VPO and a radius of hexes around it as black suspects, plus reserve. I wonder if that would work. What would that be like? So chapter S, we can use case C, 1 in each VPO, which for our purposes will consist of the cogwheel railway station. Or actually, no, we use delta. So we'll use the cogwheel and every hex within 2 that is concealment terrain. So that would be these orchard hexes. And every building will be black. So there'll be a cluster of black as well as 6 rows of black as well. So that way there's going to be 2 black here. No, well, no, there'll be reserve here and black here. So there'll be 2 colors in this area here. That would densify it a lot, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Let me change that. I wonder how that would look. All right. So if I do a roll, so I need a placement roll. I need one of those. 9 is every location, which means I need to put one here and then on the first level. And then I do this hex here, which has ground level. We have a railway car, which has every level, so just the ground. Nothing, nothing. Building, just a ground level. Nothing, nothing. And then we go second ring. We go nothing here. 7 is ground level. We have ground level for I-30. Convenient. Next. I-32. H32, no. G33, no. And then the trench, no. And then E30, no. Wait, that is 6, I think, is second level. First level. All right, so we have a first level on this guy right here. All right, and that added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more suspect counters to the pool. So then we would have 42 to start off with. $42. I wonder if that's going to be, well, again, we'll give it a go, see what that's like. All right, let's go back to the move. So we have you now. We first fired our captured weapon. What do we roll anyways? Roll a 4, 7. Okay, so that's fine. You're going to have to assault move down. You're so dead. You're going to assault move into the building. You're going to go downstairs. Assault moving, just going to hang out. And everything there is fine. All right, let's go to defending fire. We're not going to try another round of smoke. We'll just let that dissipate. And then we'll shoot. No point. And 8 up 4? No. Tank. All right, the tank. Command die roll. We're acquired, so we're good. And let's blast an HE shell through the window. Now we're buttoned up and +4, so we're going to need a we're going to need a 6 or less to hit. 5 or less to hit. No, required. 6 or less. All right, that is a hit, and we hit the German sniper. So on the, I think that's a 16, isn't it? Yep, 16 table. Whoa! Oh, good thing you jumped into that building, buddy. All right, so we just rolled Snake Eyes on the 16s at 2 KIA. It's a fortified stone. There's a chance of rubble if I roll a 1, which I did not. All right, so we don't need that. You two guys are gone. That is destroyed. Yep. And this is gone. Actually, no, it wouldn't be gone. Building's not destroyed. Sniper. No sniper. Wow. Well, that opened up the center. That opened up the center. What if I make a, what if I change the activation so it can only be a 3 or a 4? So that was 41D. 41D. I think I will implement that change. One D and G31. Every concealment. D exception. Yeah, we'll do that at least, I think. Yeah, we'll do that at least. So that way we'll get more suspects in the center around the objective. Makes it thick, or yeah, denser. But the front is going to be very fragile, I think, any way you look at it. I don't know if it's going to be... I mean, if you look at the Orbat that they give the Germans to start with, you have 5 fortified building locations, of which we've already identified 2. You got a Van A company, which we just ran into, and we discovered a lot of half squads. Now they also have a lot of guns, which we've only haven't found any yet, including 2 mortars, an AA gun, and a 75 as well as a 76 millimeter. Now the yellow squads are the Aerocross, which are not going to be activated. The SS are the blue ones, which are not going to be activated, and the gray ones are supposed to be Camp Grove Europa, which are not going to be activated if I can help it. So really, this is what is represented by the black suspect counters and the 6 GC PP. I mean, that's not a lot to defend the center with against this, right? So maybe it's not that off the mark. Yeah, it may not be that off the mark. I don't know. I mean, this could just be a bad round of die rolling as well, too. So it's not, you know. But the Hungarian front has completely collapsed here. Next up is going to be getting some guns into this. My fire base is completely useless back here with my heavy and my medium. Nothing to shoot at. I've got 3 tanks. I'm bringing on 2 flamethrower tanks to deal with this in relative safety. Hmm. Well, yeah. I think I'm gonna reset and redo this, I think. Yeah, all right, let's end the log file. Quit the game. All right. So this is how we started. Now we'll do this again. All right. So we're gonna do our things in the center again. Now we had it like this. Try and go from memory here. You're ground, you're first level. We had ground, ground, ground. We had one here. There. There's one there. Close enough. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where was the other one? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had one more for 10. I think that one there, 10. All right, and I had my tables I forgot to put up. All right, round 2, take 2. We'll pretend the last one didn't happen. Bobby Ewing in the shower all over again. All right, wind change, die roll. We got no wind, and we'll start with our OB Hay. So we want to put an AR down on our pre-registered hex to drop smoke. Smoke me if you got him. And we had 7 black, 2 red. Black, black. All right, so we got our OBA. Are we on? We need a 4 less. We do not. Are you shitting me? We're going right for FFE, by the way. All right, so where do we land? Oh, God. 6 for 2. Okay. So we're going to land some smoke off target, and I guess it's not horrible. 1, 2, have, so it's going to be 2 hexes right there. And then we'll put some more around you. I guess it's okay. Not where I wanted it, but at least it'll be obscuring a lot of shit. All right, so that is done. And where is this? So we had contact. We have access. All right, and we prepped. All right, move. We need a command die roll from the 9-2. We do have command. We can start her moving her up. All right, he's in command, which means this guy is. I misplaced my 7-0. Where is he? Down here? Yep, he's in command. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, I could do that. Where's this? Jeez, brush. 1, 2. There we go. Good idea. Thank you. All right, so we are in command. Let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. We're gonna get this out of the way. Actually, we can just hide that, can't we? Let's hide. All right. You're gonna move here. You're gonna activate. Nope, not this time. And you on the upper floor, you're gonna need a -2 for stone and being up on the first level. That will be enough. And up 2 is a 12, is a SPG. That is a dummy. Ground floor needs a 3. Nope. All right, here on the upper floor needs it 4 or less. Nope. What is with my die rolls? These are the die rolls again. Freaking dice bod, man. Like my morale checks. I rolled 8 and I got averaging 9s. Oh well. Random.org for all your dicing needs. Guy on the ground floor. He is activated. This up 2 is a 10. 10 will net a squad fortification and a support weapon. Squad is a 9. I believe that's going to be Aerocross. Oh, it's a first line SMG, but not available, so it's going to be a 347 first line. 347 first liner, and it is fortified. It is fortified building, and support weapon is a 9, which I think is a Shrek? Mortar 134. Change to a half squad with a mortar. No, you're inside a building, so that's going to be changed to a medium. All right, so it's going to be a 347 with a medium. You with a medium in a fortified building location. Unfortunately, you can't because you're going to be outside the perimeter, so you're not going to be able to set up a fortified building in that location, which is fine. So you're going to lose that. You're going to unload with your 6 firepower. Down 1. Wow. All right, that's a 2. That is a pin. Wow. And a rate of fire. Since you're still good order, we're going to roll this guy here. He is activated. Up 2 is a 5. 5 should be a leader, squad, fortification, and a weapon, I believe. Yep. So we have a squad, leader, fortification, and a support weapon. That 3 is going to hurt. All right, so 7 is a 447 because it's -1. Yep, -1. So 447. A 3 is going to net me a 10-2. Wow. All right. Fortified building, and we have an LMG. Yikes. All right, so we have an LMG. 10-2. Son of a beach. And a 4-4 regular 7. Elite. Major powers, E-Light, Fight, and Force. 6 down 3. 5 on the 6 should be a 1, which is enough to break. He's pinned, actually, so he doesn't count as moving. So I'm going to be a down 2, which is still a 1 check. So you're broken. Now you account for moving, and that'll be first fired. All right, and we would have 2 residual. Actually, yeah, 2 residual. All right, my friend, you are up to bat. I need to get close to this guy. How do I do that best? I send in you. You got rate. Shit. What did Van or 3 hexes with a +2. If I move you through here, it means you're going to be unloading. So I'm going to assault move everybody into the building. Except for that 1 squad. I'm going to do this in individuals so I don't activate by mistake. Let's start with the leader first. You're going to move into here. +3, so you're not going to activate. You could fire with 4 firepower. Half will be 2 up 3. I don't think you would take that shot. 2 up 3. I don't think that would be a good shot. No, I'm not going to take that. You're going to come in as well using assault move. For the same reason you're not going to shoot. Now you are not going to use assault move. You're going to come in here for 2. That's going to activate these 2 here. So we'll start with the top guy. He needs a -2. So that's activated. This up 2 is a squad. Oh. That is Aerocross. Aerocross Militia 526. Pesky Aerocross. 526. That would be a 5 on the 4 table up 2. 4 up 2. I could wait and activate the bottom floor, and then I could do a fire group. That might be better. 4 up 2, eh? Yeah, I'm going to activate the bottom floor and wait for the fire group. Again, this is one of the decisions you can make as a player. Activate the bottom floor. Well, in this case, it didn't matter. So we'll take the 4 up 2. Yeah, no effect. So that coward. And then we're going to come into here for 4. Now we're going to final fire the upper floor. That's going to be on the 4 table with a flat modifier. 4 flat. Okay, well. Okay, they're only level 1 ammo shortage, so that's fine. If I would have rolled a 12, that would have ELR'd. That would have been bad. So they're fine. I could fire a 4 up 2, which I'm going to do. All right, that's no effect either. And now I'm going to activate the ground floor. That's active as a half squad. Half squad's going to be a 4, which I think is going to be an elite. needs a Venet 447 half squad, which is a 247. All right, so that's going to be on the 4 up 2. No effect, and they are first fired. I could do a 2 up 2, but not going to bot. Well, 2 up 2. Yeah, all right. Already I'm liking the way this second round is going a little bit better. Oh, yeah, you were here. All right. Now you guys. Use armored assault. I need to do the tank. Command roll pass. We're going to come here for 1. I need my movement. We're going to pivot for 2. No, wait, I don't want to do this. I go bypass will be 3 for the tank. Pivot 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn 8. I'd be over here on turn 2. Ready to come this way. Now it would be 1, 3. I'd have to stop here and bypass. That's fine. We'll stop and bypass. All right, so the infantry are going to go into the house for a total of 3. The tank's going to be in bypass. You lose the conceal. You're not going to fire. You can't anyways. You guys will go 2, 3, 4. That would be a +4. Down 1 would be a +3. So you're not going to activate. You would not lose concealment. So you're going to go 2, 3. Let's go here. Yeah, we'll go here. I think I would. No, I'll keep that though. All right, command die roll for that tank. Come on, man. Really? All right, Sans tank. We're going to go for a waltz. We're going to go 1, 2. We'll lose this. This actually might have been a better placement for the smoke than my original pre-registered hex. We go here for 3. And then 5 into there. You'll come here for 2. You'll lose that. It's fine. You guys are still under the command influence of that guy, which means you can still move as well. And we're just going to go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hexa with a 0 modifier. This orchard is saving my bacon if I'm getting it. Yeah, if I come into C39, I'm dead. I think I'm dead. So 1, 2, 3. Let's use the cover of the buildings for now. You guys can use armored assault, but I need to make a command die roll from this guy. Okay, barely, but he did. And now this tank. All right, so everybody here is fine. We're going to lose this. And we're going to go waltzing. So we're going to go unos, dos. Do I want to go there? I'm going to be moving adjacent, and adjacent is activation. Now, it's not street fighting because there's no building, but that would be one hell of a way to activate something. Yeah, all right, we'll go there for 3 and roll for activation. You're going to need a 2 or less. All right, so you're fine. You're a dummy. Go down to the bottom, you. There you go. Thank you. All right, you're a dummy. And that was 3. One more for 4. Wreck you by force. And you are activated. No. What did I say? Is it by 2 or 1? I might have just goofed up there. I think it's by 2 hexes, isn't it? Or is it adjacent? Two hexes, the same building. Oh, advanced attitude. Okay, okay. So it's got to be advanced attitude. All right. So, yeah, that's fine. You'll come into that building. And we're back to here now. How do I do this again? All right, you're in command because of the 8-1, which means you, my friend, are going to jump on the hillock embankment and activate this guy, and that guy. So this guy first. Yep. This up 2 is a 7. 7 is netta. You need a 3 or less. That's a nope. You need a 4 or less. Wait. You're at a +3 because of the smoke. You can't activate. Alrighty. Well, that worked out. And then you are going to go 1. Now, because you're adjacent to the embankment, and this is treated like a hillock, you have LOS to this guy here, and he to you. You get no TM. Either way, you're still going to be within 3 hexes, which would be a +1 anyways, even if you did. So either way, this guy's going to be activated. You... I think you'd be clipping the orchard. So yeah, you're going to be activated. Unless I roll that. Okay, so that was 1. If I move on top of the hillock, I'll be above the hedge, which means this guy will be able to see me. This house will then become a half-level obstacle, and this guy on the first level might be able to see me. However, there's still an orchard that he would be going through, so I don't think that would be the case. So that would be 2. Actually, this might be a blind hex for this guy, and it probably would be a blind hex because of the house. Again, this is a half-level obstacle. This is a full level, but because I'm on a half level, this is only at now a half level. Um, you would actually be able to see, wouldn't you? You would go through the orchard. That would be a +1, so you would not be activated. You would go through the orchard, not be activated. You would hit the house, not be activated in the orchard. Same reason. Same reason. Okay, so nothing is going to be activated because it's going to hit an orchard. So I'm too far away to meet the activation check. If I come here for 4, nothing will still be activated. So that's fine. Now I can move you guys. Let's go 1, 2. How am I going to deal with this? If I go into the smoke, it's going to be 4. Cost of terrain will be 1, so it's not going to cost anything to go up onto the hillock. I come into the building for a total of 7. That would be a late CX to enter that location. One, 2, 4, 7. But I would be inside the building. Let's do that. All right, so you're going to move into here. Now, you're not going to be activated because there's too much smoke. You're not going to be activated too much, too much, too much. You're going to come into here. And move into there. You would probably lose your... come on. I'd love to know what changed in the latest Vassal editions where your overlays always do that. They take precedence sometimes. They sit up higher than they normally do, and you have to manually drop it to the bottom of the screen. Really irritating. I don't know why that changed, but all right. So this would stay until it gets dropped by oh wait, that's right down the road, isn't it? +1. No activation from you, so I don't have to worry about that. This guy up here, let's activate. That would be a fail. And the guy in the adjacent hex will activate. This up 2 is a 7. No, he will not. All right. That is 11 dummies, and we have 5 good ones. Not much better. Oops. 5, 11. Not much better. Actually, a lot worse. I don't know, man. It seems like the SASL system is just giving way too much. I don't know how to rectify that. I know it's early game, but it's only the first turn, but I got to weather the storm as the solitaire player, and it's just I don't know what the system can do to make it stand up to the game. I really don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. No defensive fire. It's all been shot. Advancing fire. Let's see what we can do. Cause some damage. You'll keep your concealment. Let's fire a 6 up. 3 to the upper floor. Ground floor. 6 up 3 to the half squad. Nope. Yeah. And then you guys are be on the upper floor. 6, 8. Wrong. 6, 12, 18. So on the... Ooh. For the LMG, it's going to be on the 20 table, up 3. Up 1. Upstairs. 20 up 1. Wow. All right. 6 on the 20. Saltfire is no joke. 6 on the 20 is a 3 check to the Venet unit up here. He's fine, and the squad is fine. Pinned. He's pinned. Oh wait, that was long range. Never mind. And here is going to be 12 up 3. No effect. Tank, not going to shoot. Nothing else will. Road phase. You guys will come back into the building. And then we'll go advanced phase. Oh, hell yeah, we're doing that. Let's play a shell game here. You guys will jump in the smoke. You guys will jump under the tank. And then you guys can go into the building. Come down the road. My fire base is just going to hang out. Nah, we'll come forward. What the hell? Let's go there. You guys go there. Start claiming real estate. And I think that's going to be enough for that. Close combat. We've only got the 1. Regular ambush. So let's go Russian and defender. Russian as ambush. We are at 3-1. And that is enough to kill the Venet half squad. And that is it for the first Russian turn. All right, 2 hours and 20. I gotta rethink this thing. The second go round is a lot better. I'm feeling more confident now that these guys are in the center. There's no way around. There's just too many Russians. They're going to punch through whatever screen is set up. I don't think it's going to change much. I wonder if there's some way to initiate a gun emplacement besides sheer randomness of a die roll. You know, if you look at the table, there's only a slim chance of getting a gun. You need to roll a modified 12 or a 14 to get a gun. And you're supposed to have, according to the campaign order of battle, they're supposed to have a 75 and a 76 millimeter artillery gun. Not to mention a 40 millimeter AA and 2 mortars as well. So I'm wondering if there's some way that I can write it in that they're going to get a gun automatically. Oh, that's wrong. Well, footnote 5. Oh, there's a mistake. supposed to be a 4 up there. Another mistake. All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to stop it here. I more or less just wanted to give it a quick run through, see what I was doing. I really appreciate your guys' input. You gave me some tips on what to do, what I'm going to change so far. Remember, this is just a play test. By no means is it the final thing by any stretch. And I really appreciate your guys' input. Thank you guys very much. And we'll be on later on the week again, I have no doubt. Do some tweaks, and we'll take it again. And I'm going to be putting up some missions for Solitaire, so if any of you guys are interested, by all means, stop by the Discord. That's where I'm going to be uploading everything. And hopefully we'll see you guys there. Comment away. If you guys want to try it out, play test, by all means, I'm looking forward to more players to give it a go. The intent is to submit to MMP and include it in Solitaire 3rd edition printing whenever that comes out. Hopefully I can get it in. I'm not sure the timeline. Scott was gonna, he hasn't got back to me yet when that's going to be, but I assume 2026 probably is probably likely. And hopefully I can get everything done by then. But thank you guys very much again. And we'll see you guys real soon.